Do. Yay! All right. Hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Hello? No, I'm just kidding. Hello. We're doing the stream thing. Sorry, I'm still a little bit tired. Sunday and Monday. Sundays, I'm still recovering from Sunday. And then Monday was cold, very cold. And the cold just kind of drains me. I know people like say the heat drains you, and it does. But like having to put in extra effort to keep your body warm is also very exhausting. Now, the reason I put it in the just chatting category is because I'm mostly going to be talking, even though I'm going to be, I don't know, I might change the category. I don't know. Okay, okay. And that's fine that I don't know. Okay. I'm sorry. I am like legit exhausted. Like when I say I'm exhausted, I mean I am exhausted. Okay? I am tired. Also, Protag was sick. So that might also be part of it. And we're all sad here. Anyway, yeah, let's get down to it. You're gonna get to listen to the Sibelius opening music with me. I'm gonna turn mine down because I don't know how loud it is. I don't want to break my ears. So here it goes. Here it does not go. Oh, there it is. It is the chorus of angels. All right. Anyway, new score. So even though this is for viola and cello, I'm going to be writing it as treble and bass clef songs. As I'm going to be writing it for treble and bass, so you're going to basically just be hearing a piano, right? Even though viola is not really a treble instrument, it doesn't matter. So what I was gonna do yesterday, except for my body was like, can we just take a break? Like my body was just like, I was just like, okay, we're doing this, and my body just kind of raised its hands like, excuse me, boss, can we just take a break? So I did basically what I deemed to be absolutely necessary and nothing else because I was just like, I was out of it. Now this is going to be a working title. I always do a working title. Uh, Does anyone else have trouble spelling trouble? It's so weird. It's such a weird. I I I always spell it wrong, even if I think I spell it right, because I spell it like 5 different ways, and each one is wrong. I'm gonna leave that blank for now, but I'm gonna put me here. Yeah, this. I might do more. I don't know. I might do 5. I might do more. Okay, again, working titles are for working. Okay, so I might do more. All right, I did all of that. I'm gonna save it like this, even though it might be more, it might be less. Okay. So I always put in a working title because working titles are good. They help you understand kind of where your headspace was at when you did it. Also, it helps you find it, so like everything isn't unknown, because like when everything is untitled, not unknown, untitled, because when everything is untitled, bro. When I first started composing with software, I used to just be so disorganized and just leave everything as untitled. So I never knew what I was working on. Like I would put the title, but then when I saved the file, like the file would be like unknown, and then I would think of a title later, but like the file was still unknown. So I would have to end up opening it. Like, oh nope, that's not the one I was trying to find. Oh nope, that's not. So yeah, I am done with those days, I think. Yeah, I think I'm done with those days, maybe. So, so I want to put another title here for each of the sub. You're like, when are we getting into the music? We'll get there. Calm yourself. I want to put another title. I'm just gonna kind of like just kind of put it in there, and we'll see. Stop it. I'm moving this down because clearly you've got issues, and I'm not trying to deal with those. Uh-oh. Yeah, I like this kind of like right here and right here, and then we're gonna move this up a little bit more, and this here. Okay. Well, technically E minor, so gotta keep our keys correct. I'm gonna leave out the articulation, even though the articulation is really important. So what I do first, I like transcribe the melody, and then I go from there. So I'm gonna leave out the articulation for now, but I think it's probably going to be really important. Okay, let's begin. You're not going to get the sense of whatever is going on, I promise you, because this is like typing on a keyboard. This is the type on the keyboard part. I'm going to leave out that for now too. Even though I'm definitely putting that in, but I'm going to leave it out for now. No. Oh, but that's a good idea. That's a good idea. I'm not going to remember it later. Hello. Wake up, computer. I don't care if you're sleepy. It's like almost 12 o'clock or something. So I guess this is kind of like an introduction. Oh my god, I still also have to make like the PowerPoint and the notes for all of this. I'll probably end up doing that on Thursday. No joke. I'm going to end up doing that on Thursday. I could do it Friday in the morning, but if I do it Friday in the morning, I won't have time to rehearse what I'm going to say. Anyway, like I said, you're not gonna know what in the universe is going on because you're not gonna because you're not gonna get a sense of rhythm. You might get a sense of rhythm. You might if you're really good like that. What I really love about this keyboard, I don't like that it's like super huge. I don't like that it's super huge, but I do really, really like the fact that I can just basically type 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay, good. We're still on track. Nope. And I don't know if ProTag is going to be able to play with me for the song. I don't know if I'm going to keep this. Because I don't really like this. But I will write it in and I'll make changes later. Again, this is an arrangement. So I have a little bit of license to do kind of whatever I want. But I want to stick as much to the spirit of the original, right? Because this is kind of like a tribute, but also, you know, I don't want to change a lot because I don't think that's going to be giving the best I don't think that's going to be giving the best expression of the music. Oops, that's not what I meant. I so didn't press that. You lying. You lying on me. I didn't press that. Liar! Uh-oh. Oh, yeah. Okay. Is it weird that I listen to music when I'm it's not like music. It's kind of just like it's just kind of more like noise music. Ooh, I got the right 30-second notes. Bro, I hate reading treble clef because I keep doing that thing where I'm like, I know I'm reading treble clef, but then I just have to kind of second guess myself, and I'm just like, what's going on? What note is this? And as a cellist, you have to know how to read three clefs. You have to know how to read bass clef, which is what you primarily play in. You have to know how to read tenor clef, which you sometimes play in. And you have to know how to read treble clef, which you rarely play in, but you still have to know because people don't know how to read tenor clef, so sometimes they just write stuff in treble clef, which is fine. I don't really care. What bugs me is when they do too many ledger lines. Like if whatever you're writing has, in my opinion, if it has more than like 3 ledger lines, please use a different clef, right? You can even use 8VA, even though, or 8VA if it's high, or 8VB if it's low. But like if you have something with more than 3 ledger lines, please just use a different clef. It's so annoying to have to read. Like, you know what it is, but like it becomes substantially more likely that your brain is just going to be like, boop. And then you're just going to like blank out. Incidentally, this is actually the highest note I can sing. So that's cool. Well, currently the highest note I could sing. I could probably go higher with practice, but I refuse to do that because what is the point? What is the point? Has any song ever been that high? But yeah. Um, um, hey, that's good. I think, what do I want to do here? I think I'm going to put in the articulation. I'm going to do all the split system. I'm going to do a page break here. I kind of don't want to do a page break. Maybe I just a system break. No, I'm doing a page break. Whatever, it's fine. Oh, no, 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 no. Wait. What? I don't even know what that means. Okay. Y'all up here doing stuff, and I'm just like, what does that mean? What does that mean? I copy this. Copy that. Pasta that. Just so I don't have to think about it later. I'll change the title. So, which button do I push for that? Okay. This one also has an accent. I'm pretty sure this is going to get lost in translation, but that's okay. I want to do it. I'll add in those last because those are going to take a little bit of extra effort. Let's see. I'm gonna put the usually I do it like every system, but if I don't put the measure numbers every system, then I just put them on every measure because it helps me to figure out what I'm doing, because sometimes I just don't know what I'm doing, and it's okay to not know what you're doing. You just can't tell everybody else you don't know what you're doing. Now this one has a special little majiggy thing, but I wonder if I want to write this out. I'm gonna put a star here because I think I'm gonna write out exactly what should happen here. I don't want to leave it to chance because sometimes things, when you're a composer, it's kind of like, or an arranger or a composer, or basically if you write music, okay, like, let's be real. If you write music, it's better, I think, when it comes to notes, to kind of write out what you want, as long as you can write it out in a way that's not completely messy. Like when it comes to writing out notes. Now, if you're trying to write out expressions, I think maybe it's better to use like words to convey what you want. Like for instance, like if there's like things like mordents and trills and grace notes and stuff, those are much better to write out. So, but if you want someone to do like a specific kind of sound with the instrument, it's probably like a not really a standard technique or a standard sound. You can write it out as long as it's not like super complicated, right? Like I don't even really know what an example would be, but like it's kind of it look, if you're okay, I don't really know, but like sometimes it's better to write out exactly what you want rather than to kind of just leave it to chance and then they play it wrong or they practice it wrong. Just give your players information, right? And that's kind of what I like to try and do, is just like, it's just information. I don't really like using words, so if I feel like I need to like write an instruction manual on how to make this sound, usually I won't put it in just because I think that that's a little bit extra. So like what I did for that June 27th thing, which I still have to make content for, is I had one part where I had this really cool idea where I'd be like, bo, bo, bee, bee. But like I did the right notation, but the sound was messy and it was really hard for me to explain what I wanted. So I was just like, you know what? It's fine. I can still get pretty much a similar kind of effect, but I can also standardize it. So the more you have to explain, like if it's in a small ensemble, it's fine. But the larger the ensemble, the more likely it's going to be that there's going to be too much different stuff going on and it's just not going to work out. So just something to keep in mind. Anyway, back to whatever this is. Hi. I talk way too much. I need to stop that. But I mean, this is just talking and chilling and doing the thing that I do. Wait, where am I? Oh. And I hesitate about putting in stuff like this because sometimes the bowings can get messed up and then people look at you like, why the heck? And it's just like, look, don't come to me about some dang bowings. Figure it out. I want this sound. Don't come to me about some bowings. Get out of here. Bowings are important. I'm not gonna lie to you and say bowings are not important. I will, however, say that I think I'm gonna put a star here too, because I'll write out what I think I kind of would rather hear. Like some stuff I can kind of work around, but I think this one, because bowings are important. Like being in the frog when you have to play fast things is doable, but it's not optimal, right? Like you can, if your player is more of an amateur player, they could hurt themselves. If your player is a professional player, they're not going to play it in the frog anyway. They're just going to be like, well, yeah, I'm just gonna not do that. And they're just gonna naturally gravitate towards the they're just naturally gonna gravitate towards the middle and the tip. So that's just kind of one thing that you're gonna have to deal with. Like you're like, no, I want you to play the fast part in the frog. They're gonna be like, no. See, look, if you want that, then you can play. But I'm playing, so I'm gonna do it the way that I know how to do it. Basically, kind of just stay in your lane. Like, unless you want like if you know what you're doing and you want a really specific sound, then I would say maybe, especially for strings, don't mess with the bowings too much. Because if you're like, you should be down bow here, and it's just weird. And then particularly, what really irks me is like everybody is like, oh, cellos should follow the violin bowings, but we're playing different things. And it's just kind of like, that's the lazy way to do it. But a lot of optimal cello sound is not conducive to violin bowings. Some of it is. I mean, there's a lot of similarities, but then there's the parts that are not. And then it just kind of feels awkward. Right? So, like, sometimes, like, if you're wanting a heavy cello sound, but you're also trying to start up bow, sometimes it can get funky. Oops, nope, not that. Shift T, nope, oh God, no. Control T, there you go. Sometimes it can get funky when you want to start when you want a heavy sound, but you start up bow. So I think that, oh, where am I? It can get, it's not optimal. It's, again, doable, not optimal. Like, if you want heavy cello sounds, obviously you're going to start the frog. Sometimes that's at odds at what's going on with the upper strings, because it's not always just, uh-oh. Because it's not always the, it's hard to talk and do this at the same time, really. Sorry. Oh, it's 50. Okay. It's hard to talk and do this at the same time. I'm gonna, we'll start here. Like, as long as you have the upper and lower strings cadencing together. So if they start phrases together and then they end phrases together. So think of it, if you have la 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 la. In general, you just want to start that kind of thing down bow and then end it at whatever bow. But they both have to be the same. Now, when it comes to like phrasing, like if they have the same passage, then, doing the same bowings obviously is going to create a uniform sound. However, sometimes to get an optimal sound, even within like parts that are kind of unison, sometimes you might have different bowings. It's not common, but it does happen. Anyway, like, I don't know how I'm going to treat repeats, or if I'm going to do repeats in this case. This might be a long stream also, because I will be the one doing the video game things. Oh, right. I have to do that as well. Uh-oh, what are you trying to do? Stop it. Stop it. Now, what's really funny is that I don't actually know the difference between these two kinds of notes. I feel I should, but I don't. Like, I assume this one's just like kind of like a little spice, and the other one's just like a note. That's like part of the phrase. You know what? I'm actually gonna look it up after I finish this because I don't know the difference between those two articulations. That's it. I'm not. I don't know everything. I know a lot of things, but I don't know everything. But I love this noise. This noise is so nice. It makes me feel so happy listening to it. Hey, and it kind of is noise, but like it's such a nice noise. I wouldn't like make music out of it necessarily. You know you probably could. And in fact, they probably did, but it's just so nice. It's so pleasant to listen to. That's the mixer. Oh Lord, what have I done? So like for a string instrument, if they're gonna play this note more than Sibelius, please. More than likely, it's gonna be. You know what? I don't get to play enough of klezmer music. I played it once in my entire life and never played it again, and it's probably going to be one of the biggest regrets of my entire life. So klezmer music is like Jewish like celebration music, I think. But it's so cool, dude. It's so cool. It's like kind of like a hot pot of music, and it's really good. Highly recommend you listen to some. So a dude who specialized in klezmer music came to my high school, and I was just like, oh my god, this is the best thing. Like Barrage also came to our school, and that was nice. That was cool. That was really cool, actually. Like they were fantastic. It was really cool. They just didn't have any cello players, so I was just like, whatever. No, I'm just kidding. No, they were like super cool, and they were so nice too. And they rehearsed with us. It was so cool. So did the klezmer dude. So, but the klezmer music was so cool. I think that was the first time I've ever also played in any kind of mode. And so I was just like, there was just so much different musical stuff going on. It was just like, this is fantastic. Why isn't there more of this? So, yeah, that's kind of where I was with it. Anyway, let me get to this part. No. This is definitely going to be slower. I know it's probably supposed to go at about that tempo, but it's an arrangement, so I can change the tempo, I think, without too much. Actually, should I change the tempo? Sibelius, come on now. You know that's not what I wrote, bro. You know that. There you go. That's what I wanted. I think about 80. Excuse me for one moment. wanted to keep it, but that's okay. Yeah, so I'm picking a mix of like medium, fast, slow songs to arrange, but I really think that this one should be slow. I don't know. Sue me. At least in the beginning. Now, this is another thing. What I tend to do is I tend to over dramatize it. As I tend to over dramatize things. So, I don't know if I'm going to be okay doing that. Let me listen to it. I'm finish listening to it. Okay. Very simple, right? So, let me think. What should I do? This process is mostly going to be me thinking out loud. So, just get ready for that. I kind of like that little part being an intro. I'm going to add a fermata here, I think. Because I think that kind of just having a break here would really set the tone. Let me think. Let me see the performance notes. Yeah, so that's what I figured. So whenever we have that kind of thing, I will write out the notes. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I want the first part to like be I want the first part to be kind of like solo, and then like the instrument. I'm gonna add another bar here. It's in two. I'm thinking of it wrong because I keep thinking of it in four. It's not really in four. It's in two. I'm gonna add an extra measure at the beginning. I think maybe I'll add an extra two measures. Oh, I did something bad. What did I do? Okay, I don't know. I can't see it, so it didn't happen. Control Shift B. Let me say. I think this will work. Oh, I'm thinking of the other key. It's simple, but I don't want to crowd the melody either. And I kind of thinking like this. Kind of like this. And then maybe something like this. I'll add in the harmonization in a minute. Just, I think maybe like this. Because I don't want to crowd the melody. I think that's the most important thing I don't want to do. Because I think the important thing that is to keep a good pulse. Something like that. Actually, no, I think something like something to keep a pulse, but I still want it to be kind of mellow. I think would be good. I don't want to. See, I kind of hate it. Because it's not letting the melody finish the thing. Oh, I don't know what to do. Because the end of the phrase is right here. It's, I think I want to do this. Maybe this will fix it because I like the rhythm, but I don't necessarily. I don't want them to both be on the same thing. That's better, but I'm not super okay with that. I'll fix it, but I don't know what I'll do. Prioritize E. Because some of the instruments that might play this would probably be instruments where it's very hard to play a chord, right? So, actually, I'm gonna put this. because I don't really want to make 20 arrangements for the same song. Plate. I keep, like, the T is too close to the Y on the keyboards. Okay. Because I think the chords are just simple, right? Hold on. I think I'm gonna slur that. I think this'll work. I want to give some tension to kind of push it into the main melody. So this is basically the intro. Obviously, yeah. Okay. I kind of like that. It's awkward in some spots, so I'm not super in love with it, but also I kind of dig it. Like, I really want to keep the spirit of it. Because I'm trying to keep kind of close to it. I don't want to mess with the chords a lot. I want the chords to be, okay, here's what I want it to be the same. I want essentially the melody to be the same. I want the chords to be the same. I don't want to fuss around too much with the rhythm. I'm just trying to enhance what's already there. Okay, that's a good philosophy. Enhance what's already there. But I also don't want to make a boring bass part because that sucks. Anyway, I dig this. I dig this a lot. Some parts are awkward. I see this part is a little awkward. I don't want this first note short, I think. I don't want that first note short, I think. Let me see. That would be cool. You know, it'd be cool at echo. I wonder if that would work. I don't know if it would work, but I kind of hope it does. Because I always love the idea of echoes. I really do. So I wonder if this will work. I hope it does. I always love echoes. I like it. I like it. I like it. I don't like this. I don't really necessarily like this repeated note, but it doesn't feel wrong. It feels like it's in style, in the same style. And then maybe like a small retardando here. Where's the thing? If you put in a retardando, please also put in where it, just put the line, just put the little line to say, hey, I want this to stop here, or start here and stop here. We know where it starts. We never know where it ends. If you have a specific place you kind of want it to end. Like if I like to do retardandos, like slowdowns, basically, kind of leading up to the end of a phrase or up to a fermata, and then back to our tempo. All right, let me listen to the whole thing. I like echoes; they're so cool. So, like in the intro, you just kind of let them have it, right? Just let the melody go. I'm not even gonna lie, I kind of want to take more time on there just to kind of romanticize it a little bit. I am so cheesy. I love it. And I love it. It's so I can't help myself. I want it to feel very, very deliberate, because this like feels very deliberate to me. Right? It feels very deliberate. It's like setting up everything. So I want it to feel deliberate. I don't want to put rubato, because sometimes when you put rubato, people do weird stuff. So I'm not putting that. Okay, because I know, because I do weird stuff. Whenever I see rubato, I'm like, oh, okay, I can do whatever I want. No. No, you can't. You can't do that. It still has to have a pulse. It has to have a beat, right? And I think that's kind of the heart of a lot of tribal music, is that it has a heart, and it has a pulse, and it doesn't make it wonky. It doesn't make it, because you know how like sometimes people have stuff in 5/4 and it's really like, whoa, right? So it's like 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3, right? Or 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2, and it's like kind of like whoa, oh. It doesn't really do that. It's very grounded and very earth feeling, right? So that's why I don't even know where I was going with that, but that's why I kind of don't want to put the rubato in there, because somebody's gonna mess with that, and I'm gonna be very sad. And I mean, it's music. Somebody's gonna do whatever they want with it, especially after I die. So I want people to feel very grounded. Like the rhythm that I'm using in the beginning is how do you say? the rhythm that I'm using in the beginning is not really standard. It's interesting, but it's also steady, right? Even though it has the long parts, like I want to, the thing is I want to get out of the way of the melody, but also I want the melody to also take over the pulse. Like I want it to feel very grounded, and right now it feels very grounded, especially in the beginning. Now, let me see. I think like this. I made a small change. I'm just going to be very nice and grounded. No. The fermata for this one is probably... So here's my question to myself. Do I want this to keep pushing forward? Because I could just put... Do I want this to keep pushing forward? Do I like it better when it sounds like it's pushing forward? I legitimately do not know. Do I like it better when it's pushing forward? I'm just going to do this for right now so I can hear the difference. Because I don't want to feel, I also don't want it to feel like it has too many stops, because this intro is kind of long. I did not click on that, Sibelius. I do like the idea of it feeling deliberate, but I also understand the necessity of it kind of pushing forward. Maybe I keep it just like this. Oh, I love that. Okay. I'm focusing so hard on the intro. It's just what I do, man. Okay. I want to get the thing that I'm already working on just so. I don't hate the way that it is now, because it feels kind of like a natural place to take a breath. Let me listen to it again. It just feels like a natural place to take a breath before you push into the actual song. Like this one's like, hey, announcement, intro, announcement, we're doing the song, then intro of song, and then song. That's kind of what it feels like. I like it the way it is. I don't think I'm gonna mess with it too much more. Now, what if I just leave this alone? Like left. What if I did that? I really, really want the pulse. I want the still feeling of moving forward. I don't think I'm gonna fuss with the tempo anymore. I think this is fine. I think I'm okay with this. I think I'm okay with this. I think I'm okay with this. Okay, I think I'm okay with that. Cool. Intro. Finish it. Okay, so let's figure out what we want to do here. So like this particular piece is made for flute. 19, 18. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay, I forgot I added 2 measures. All right. Hold on. No, I'm not gonna remember to do that. Anyway. So since it's going up, I also want the little whatever the thingy is to go up. Now, the thing is, do I want it in time or do it... No. I don't think I want it in time. I think it sounds better when it's not in time, so... Yeah, I just kind of want to... Something like that. I think that's fine. Now, as for this is perfect fifth. I think what I will do here... No. It's perfect fourth. I've told you I'm not smart. Right? See, I want this one to be a little bit nicer. I want that one to be a little bit nicer, though. Right? I could just put a gliss, but for some instruments, gliss is like, woo, and for some instruments, it's like, woo. So I'm not putting the gliss. Okay. Okay, I understand the difference now. I think that one, the first one, could be like a little bit nicer, and then this one is a little bit more... but like lean on the E. Lean on the E. I mean, people will kind of do what they want, but I think So then I think right here with the key change, I want to kind of get a little bit more funky, but I still want to keep it grounded. I want to keep it grounded for now. So I think like this. Oh gee, I don't even know how I want to treat this. I want to treat it good, for sure, but like, I don't know what I exactly want to do with it. Like I said, I'm trying to keep it basically close to what I feel like the original kind of spirit it is. I want to keep it grounded. I just want to add to it. I don't want to really change it. Because I think that's kind of maybe the best way to do this. Now, if I decide I want to make it bigger, maybe I'll do more stuff with it. But this is just for like 2 instruments, and specifically, it's going to be for viola and cello. So I'm not trying to do anything too wild with it. Excuse me. So let me think. Should I still stay out of the way of the melody here? I know what I want to do here. I mean, 9th chord? Question mark. Nope. That's what I want to do for here. Mm-hmm. Now, do I want to echo back to the beginning? I feel like I do. I feel like I do want to do that. Because it's basically like the beginning, right? I don't like this, but this is an idea I want to toy with because it's kind of like an echo back to the beginning. This is an interesting idea. I don't know how well it'll work, but you know what? I don't like that. What am I call it? So it's not gonna be exact, but I think it's a cute. I think it's a cute little. I think it's a cute little like idea, but I don't think I'm gonna have it be exact. I think I would maybe like make it something else or something or other. Something or else or other. I'm just kind of throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks, seeing what I like, seeing what I don't like. Oh my gosh, it's so fun for me. It's fun for me. I don't know about you, but it's fun for me. Yeah. So I just kind of see it. I'm just kind of seeing what I like. I think I like this idea. Maybe I'll just have it do the same rhythm. Because I kind of want it to be obvious that one is not playing the melody, right? Because I think it can get a little confusing. Maybe I won't do this. What? What am I? What? Oh, okay. I was confused. I was like, what? What? It's kind of like a little interlude. I don't even know this is gonna work. I'm just trying stuff. Oop, no. Ooh. Actually, hold on. Hold off on that. Something. I don't know what I'm doing. I've lost my train of thought, which happens occasionally. I'm gonna save it, and I'm gonna go back. See, and then at this point, when I kind of am just start throwing stuff because I'm like, oh, I don't know what to do. I'll just stick with six, and then I kind of lose the plot. I go back and listen to something that I feel like I already did to my satisfaction, right? So that's this part right here. Oh snap! I broke my thing. I think I went to. I wonder if this will work. I think it'll work. Yeah, it'll be fine. I have to use my brain sometimes. It's hard. It's hard. Lord, I'm telling you, there was never a harder time in my life than when I had to think. Oh. I'm doing this in two voices. Usually I just write stuff as double stops, but when the rhythms are different. Oh. This is not going to work for the articulation I want. This is not going to work for the articulation I want. I'm sad. I am going to cry. No, it's fine. I'm going to write it anyway, and I'm going to think about it. I'm going to think real long and hard about it, and somebody's going to come at me if I publish it like this or put it in the wherever like this. They're going to be like, what the heck, dude? And I'm going to be like, so what happened was I'll put a star by it so I know that I need to come and revisit this and figure out what in the universe is going on here. I will put a star on it. There it is. It has a little star, so I know to come back to it because this is stupid. This is stupid. Oh, okay. I know you can't see it, so I'll explain. So basically, I have 2 parts and 2 voices. So there's voice 1 and voice 2. And when you have 2 voices at the same time on an instrument, generally what it means is that it's either divisi or it's played at the same time. In this case, it's going to be played at the same time because I have not notated there's a divisi, which means 2 or more people are going to be playing it. So what I have is a staccato part in 2/8 notes, and underneath it is kind of like a quarter note. And if you know anything about stringed instruments, you know that is literally impossible. It's not going to happen. Somebody's just going to be like, bro. And I'm going to be like, bruh. And they're going to be like, bruh. And I'm going to be like, bruh, what do you want from me? I'll fix it so it makes sense. I promise. But I'm not doing it now. I want to hear it. I kind of like it because it's pushing. Because there's one thing about like really grounded pieces is they kind of stay a little bit. They're a little bit draggy sometimes. So I do like. I hate the way that the thing is playing this. Something like this. Whoa, that's not what I wanted. I don't want to lose the. I don't want to lose the drone. I don't want to lose it. It sounds so good. I don't want to lose it, but I have to give it up. I have to give it up. I have to give it up. This is gonna sound ugly. I don't like it. I already don't like it. Oops. I already don't like this. I'm putting it down because maybe I will like it, but I already know I'm not gonna like it. And I even put it in wrong, so I liked it less. I hate this. I hate it so much. I cannot give you the words to describe how much I hate it. And it's not because it's parallel fifths. I don't care about parallel fifths. It's just because it's so tasteless. It's so tasteless. It's like, have you ever just eaten, like, if you made like noodles before and then you just eat the raw noodle? It's just like, that's what that sounded like. It sounded like the taste of a partially overcooked noodle with no seasoning, no flavoring, none of that. That's what that sounded. That taste is what that sounded like to me. It's just no butter, no salt, no pepper. Like cooked in the most bland water. Like people say water doesn't have a taste. I disagree. There's some water actually has a taste, but like just like water that has been stripped of all the minerals and there's like not even like a hint of like, it's just like the feeling of wet on your tongue. I kind of like how your spit tastes. Like that's the way the water tastes. So like it's like a noodle cooked in tasteless water. So you can't even have the enjoyment of the taste of the water. I hate it. It's not the parallel fits fault because I don't care about parallel fits. I know people are like, oh, but it's against the composing rules. No, it's not. Who died and made you king? What are these composing rules you're talking about? Sometimes parallel fits is okay, but sometimes it's not, just because it's too open. Okay, anyway, I said all that because I don't want to lose my drone. But I like this line. Maybe if I drop it an octave, it'll feel better. Nope, it did not feel. I mean, partially it feels better. It felt marginally better, but I really want this line. I'm gonna put a star here because I don't want to lose my drone. Not here. Here is not a good place for me to lose my drone. I'm putting a lot of stars everywhere. How many stars do I have so far? I have 1, 2. Woe's me. So this is this part is like the actual song. So I don't know if I want to do the refrain here. You know how like the songs have like choruses and stuff like hey and that's basically what the song is like built around, you know? So then it's got like the verse da 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 da, and nobody remembers it, but they remember hey. Everyone remembers that. So that's kind of how this music. Well, that's actually how a lot of music goes. Like they have like two contrasting parts, and one of them is like the refrain, or the part that is like the main part, the part that everybody will remember for until the end of time. I might change this title. See, and I'm starting to kind of lose the plot again. And this happens. If you've ever written music before, this happens. It's not for piano, no. But like, oh my gosh, I am super losing the plot right now. Okay, let me focus, but let me focus back up so that way I can get my mind right. Thank you. This articulation right here is not impossible, but I'm gonna be stupid and do this. Now I know what you're thinking, girl, and I'm like, my fellow human, trust the process and trust me, even though it's clear I don't know what I'm doing. because this articulation is actually kind of hard, so I don't know if I'm gonna leave it like this, but I can cheat. See, that's what the whole point was. The whole point was to cheat, right? That was the whole entire point. The point was to cheat. Okay? That was the point. No, actually, I'm lying. The point was not to cheat. The point was to make you think I was cheating, but be completely honest. Oh, Lord. Okay. No. I know what I'm doing. Shut up. I know what I'm doing. I know exactly what I'm doing. Leave me alone. I am the composer / arranger. I know what I'm doing. I got this under control. Nobody panic. Stop panicking, please. I know what I'm doing. I promise you are in capable hands. I know what I'm doing. Thank you. I almost wanted to take time there, but I don't want to do that. Now, what am I gonna... Well. What am I gonna do with you, measure 22? What am I doing with you? What am I doing with you? Why are you here? Just to make me suffer? What did I do to you, 22? I didn't do anything to deserve this. I rebuke and refute you. Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna rage at measure 22 until I figure out what to do with it. This is the truth. This is the truth of my existence. I just get stuck sometimes. All right, let me go over here. I seem to have some kind of idea going on here. Oh, it outlines the chord. Does it outline the chord? Oh, it outlines the chord. Oh, I love that it outlines the chord. Give me a moment. I love that it outlines the chord, kind of. Yeah, so I'm actually gonna make a little bit of a confession. All right. I'm always a little bit nervous about I'm always a little bit nervous about doing stuff like this on stream, because like I'm always like, oh, well, if nobody's gonna want to see this, no one's interested in that. But like at the end of the day, it's kind of, I guess it's a little bit kind of cool, right? Now you can't see the music, but you can hear the music. I love that it's outlining the chord like this. And it leads and it's I just love it. It touches my heart. Anyway, yeah. So I was always afraid of kind of like doing videos like this because they're long and they can be exhausting. They're long, they can be exhausting. I always feel like nobody's gonna be interested in like seeing the process, but like it's also kind of fun to do because I don't feel like I'm all by myself when I do it now. Which, you know, isn't a problem. I mean, to be fair, doing stuff like this is kind of a lonely process unless you have like collaborators. So, you know, you get used to it, but like it feels nice. Like even if nobody's like, you know, talking or whatever, but like it feels nice. So, you know, actually, hold on, let me see. Oh, hold on a minute. I wonder if I can get it to, hold on. Let's see if I can get it to pick up all the noise. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Uh-oh. Hello, hello, hello. Uh-oh. I have so many questions. Oh, it's okay. Anyway, back to the music. Like, I'll probably finish all of this today. I don't know how long this stream is going to be. I mean, I don't want to sit in this chair for too much longer because it's very uncomfortable. But I also do want to finish something for you guys because you all are my precious people. You're my precious people. That's what I'm going to call you guys. I'm going to call you my precious people because you mean a lot to me. I do kind of like the cadence at the end. I love this part. Okay, I changed my mind. I wanted to do something different here. I don't know if I should. Let me start back here. Oh, they changed the layout. Okay. No, don't put it there. I want to put another. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. Everything is fine. It's fine. I want this to. I think that's what I want, right? Kind of want a retardando here. I'm such a cheddar. I'm so cheesy. I'm so cheesy. I don't really want to push at the end. I just wanted to kind of like, the song is finishing. I'm a string player, okay? I fully admit I'm a recovering string player. We do this all the time. Whenever there's like cadences, we just like want to slow down. It's just like stretch it out. It's so cheesy. It's so cheesy, but it sounds so good, especially on stringed instruments, man. It sounds so good. Like you're so used to hearing it, you probably don't even notice it anymore. Is it weird for. It's not really weird for one part to end. I'm okay here. I'm gonna make an executive decision and extend this by one extra beat, and I'm gonna put everything in this space because it's slowing down anyway. Sure. Let's. Yeah, see, the problem is I would have to keep it if I did that, and I don't want to keep it. I think I'll do this, though. That's interesting. We haven't had that before. I do want it to be kind of new. Something like that. I think like this is fine. I don't know what I'm doing, May. I don't know what I'm doing. I think like this. I think here, because I'm taking a little bit of liberty, I can kind of mess with it a little bit. I'll put the Alright, the reason I was tapping. So, the thing about this is that the melody is kind of playing around with the rhythms, right? So, I think that the drum being steady kind of makes sense, right? At least that's what it seems like to me. Yep. I don't like it. I want it to be more open. That's interesting, but it doesn't fit the spirit. I already do this. Oh, I can't even do what I was trying to do. I want to just do the same thing, but I don't feel like that's worth it, right? Because every time I want to kind of like be upping, I want to be kind of like upping the stakes, because that's kind of what the music is doing, right? It's kind of like first time you played, it's a little bit kind of like you're asking somebody for something, right? And incidentally, that's what the song is called. It's called An Appeal to the Bear. So it's like you're saying, please, 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 right? That's what I want it to feel like. I want it to feel like I'm upping the ante. So that's why I don't want to repeat it. I want it to feel more, right? That's what I'm trying to go for. It's not very easy. Got a crazy idea. What if I take this part and put it over here? It's going to take out this part. I like this part. I'm glad I get to keep it, but I'm also kind of sad because I have to move it because I think it sounds cooler in the other spot. But whatever. Who cares? Nobody cares about my feelings. My feelings are irrelevant. But I also kind of want to call back to the original. I'm stupid. We're going to A minor. Connecting chord, E minor to A minor. Yeah, and I just do an E minor chord. I can just do E minor. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just complicating it. Don't listen to me. What am I doing? That's stupid. Yeah. I want this to be a, because I want the impulse. I like the little impulse from the top line, so I'm gonna keep that. Yeah, I think that's good. I don't like that. I have a star there. I'll come back to this. For now, I want to go. Hate it. I hate that too. It's a little bit too high, I think. It's a little bit too high to be convincing, in my opinion. Added the root. I've added the root. No. This sounds really try-hardy. I kind of don't like it. It sounds really try-hardy for something that's supposed to be simple. Does that make sense? I hate that I have to redo the intro. I hate that I feel like I have to redo the intro. I don't have to do anything. Because I like it just the way it was. I just don't feel like it's worth repeating. That's the only thing. And now I hate it because I just have put myself into this corner. And I can't... Help! I'm stuck and I can't get out of this that I have trapped myself into. Woe is me. Oh my lord. I have done this to myself. It's my fault. I wonder if I could just hold this over. I wonder if I could just hold this over because I wonder if I could just hold this over and it would still give me a sense of kind of pause, but also anticipation. I think that works, especially if I put a note there. I'll just put a note here. It feels like it's a pause, but it's not, which is actually kind of fun. So it's mirroring this first part, right? I'll just put this in second. I'm gonna try it. I don't believe in it. It feels like fake news, but it's also kind of fun, I guess. And then I'm just gonna do it and put a star on it. I just don't feel like it's worth repeating. I don't know why I feel like that. I just... Maybe? I don't know. I'm just putting stuff now. It doesn't sound right like that. Oh, that's much better. Why didn't I just do that? That was my first instinct, but I was like, no, that won't work. And it did. I just trust your guts. Copy that. Don't copy that. Hold on. Hold on. Hold. Copy that. Pause that. I think that's fine. Let me think. I think that's okay. A bit of a stretch. Okay. I'm going to put a star by it because I got to test it. You know how they have play testers for games? Well, I'm kind of a play tester for cello stuff. I like it better when it was a quarter note. I just do. Don't ask me why. I just like it better as a quarter note. Because it gives a little bit more of a sense of sense. I don't like that. I'm taking it out. It almost feels like it should be a slowdown there, but it's already like a natural pause, so I don't want to drag it out even more. You understand, right? I hate that I can't copy the articulation. I'm changing this right now. I'm sick of listening to it. I think I'm going to change it to this. Because I still want something kind of like melodic there. That almost feels like it doesn't fit in there. All right, let me listen to it from the beginning. And if I hear something that sounds kind of out of place, because like when you're listening to music, you already kind of have a feel for what it sounds like. You already kind of have that kind of feel for what it should sound like. And generally, if you hear something unexpected and you're not really planning for it to sound unexpected, it would not be a bad idea, in my opinion, to just kind of like change it, you know? So I'm gonna listen from here, see if it all gels together. I kind of. Uh, I'm keeping it like that just because of that one part. Just because of that one part, I'm keeping that like that. That is literally the only thing. I have about 4 more measures of music to write for this one. I have no idea what I'm gonna do. As it doesn't give a sense of the key. It's really important that we emphasize this key change. I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay, I tested it. I don't like it. I'm wondering. I wonder if this will be interesting. I wonder if it'll be interesting and good. Interesting and good. I'm gonna listen from here. That's, I mean, that's very classical sounding. I meant to do this. Sorry. That's very classical sounding. It's kind of funny. I don't know. I should leave that in. That's so funny. That's so classical sounding. I hate it. Yeah, we already have a thin texture later, but I'm just like, that's so funny. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. Dude, my brain is starting to clock out. It's just like, just put this here. It'll be fine. I knew it was gonna sound. I knew exactly how it was gonna sound to it. That's what made it. It's it. It's like laughing. I feel like I'm laughing at my own joke right now, which is, I'm not gonna lie, it makes me feel a little bit bad about myself. But you know what? It's so funny. I can't help it. I almost want to leave it in because it's so funny. But I. Oh, oops. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, oh, sorry. Ew, I feel terrible. I'm not. I keep my phone on silent mostly because, like, I would keep it on vibrate, but the vibration bothers me. Like, the sound of it, not the actual physical feeling of it. So I just keep it on silent. And I feel bad because I have missed my mother's phone call, and I hate missing her phone calls, and she was calling me a lot, and I feel terrible. Very, very terrible. Hey, I feel bad. So very bad. So very, very bad. She probably is asleep or something. What's today? Monday? Tuesday. Oh, that's even worse. Oh, God, I feel terrible. Anyway. So we'll see. Might have to mute the stream again. Anyway, I'll finish this real quick. And then we'll take a listen, and then I'll end the stream and do other stuff for a minute. Let's see. What am I going to put in these 4 measures here? Not this. Not this. This is not going to stay. But the texture has been kind of thick. But it's really important that we establish a key. Like, it'll thin out later by itself. It's important when you have kind of like simple music that you, even if you're not going to make the music itself, if you're not going to make the music itself like, you know, complex, then do stuff with like the texture, the dynamics, the articulation. Let's always do something to be kind of like, you know, snapping at people. You know how you're like, hey, pay attention, right? Because the problem with instrumental music is that it's really, really easy for people to just kind of zone out. And that's why, you know, people are like, oh, your voice is just so nice to go to sleep to. No one's ever said that to me. But, you know, sometimes people are just like, oh, it's so nice to listen to your voice while I'm about to go to sleep, and da-da-da-da-da. You know, why they watch Twitch streamers and other streamers just talk, and people like go to sleep to. It's because, like, when you're not really engaged with it, it's just kind of become a little bit like background noise. And that's not a bad thing. I don't think it's a bad thing. But also kind of leads to people saying stuff like classical music is boring, right? And, you know, because they're like, oh, I fell asleep to it, it's boring. No, not really. It's not boring. Like, when you listen to classical music, like, some of that stuff is like incredibly hype, right? So I say as I stretch. I mean, I'm still tired from Monday. Give me a break. I'm tired from Sunday and Monday. Give me a break, please. But yeah, it's just kind of weird because I'm like, I play instrumental music, so when people play, say, classical music and all kinds of instrumental music, I personally think it's like really, really nice. I'm not necessarily listening for the complexity or anything like that. Like Protag, he'll always be listening for all kinds of cool stuff. So he'll be like, oh, these chords are so cool, or this bass line is so cool. And I'll just be like, yeah, I mean, I heard it and I thought it was cool. But I'm listening a little bit bigger right? So like I don't have perfect pitch. So like like it's just so it's just like I can tell the difference between the notes, but I don't know what they are. And I can tell the quality of the chord, but I don't know what the chord is. Mm. Sorry about that. Like I know I can tell the quality of a chord, like major, minor, augmented, diminished, seven, ninth, and then anything after that is just like no. Suspended. You know, I can hear all of that, but I'm just like I don't know what the notes in it are, but I'm sure they're fine because the chord sounds exactly like it's supposed to. So I'm just kind of listening bigger, right? Or at least that's how I like to think about it. And I'm just kind of stalling because I have no idea what to do for those four measures, and my back hurts because this chair sucks. This chair is awful. Who made this chair? Does nobody like play the we have to start testing chairs, okay? There is no reason for this chair to be this uncomfortable. No reason at all. And so I'm just like, somebody had to have sat in this chair. And then they were like, because like on the little box it comes in, it's like it supports up to like how many pounds? Like 200 and something odd pounds. Okay, so they tested it, all right. They like put a bunch of weights in it and said, yeah, totally, this chair is fine for seating up to someone of this weight. And it's just like, okay, but did you actually sit in the chair though? Like, did you actually place your bottom in the chair? And not only did you place your bottom in the chair, did you also sit in it for a long period of time? Okay, this chair is so uncomfortable. I get it. It's a folding chair. It's not supposed to be comfortable. But like, dang. It's not supposed to make you not want to sit in it. I'd rather stand up, but I can't actually like do my stuff while I'm standing. Well, maybe I could. Let me try. Dude, that's crazy. This chair sucks. It feels way better to stand than to sit in this chair. Oof. Okay, well, I guess this is now officially a standing desk. Okay, cool. A standing desk that I have to kind of crouch to type and see, and I'm so sad right now. I just hate that chair. That chair sucks. I hate it. I hate the chair passionately. The chair makes me thoroughly unhappy. The chair is bad. It's very bad. I could sit in the comfy chair, but then I have to move all of my stuff over there, and that's not gonna happen because it's too far away from the little plug. It's just bad. Maybe if I got some extension cables. Anyway, what are we doing with these four measures right here? Now, I'm wondering, do I actually want this pause here? That's the main thing, because it's not really leading me into the key change. It's kind of like stop, now key change, right? And I don't think that's a good way to go into a key change. That feels a little bit like cheating. Not like cheating, but the melody stops there too. The melody stops there too. And it's not really like I want to mirror or mimic the melody. But also, Lord, I do not know what I want to do here. sure what to do. Hold on. I'm gonna take a short little break so I can figure this out. no, 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 no. We got the sad boy hours. Well, sad girl. Oh my God. Lord, 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 Lord. I'm kind of sad, but it is what it is. It's what it is. 4 measures. I'm so not in the headspace to finish this. I'm kind of sad. What time is it? It's only 12. I'll finish this and then, thank you for sticking around, by the way. And then we'll listen to it. I'm gonna let this pause stay, even though I think it's a little bit awkward. Cause it's like mimicking the thing that happened at the beginning. Okay, I think this is fine. Let's listen to this. I want to thin this texture out a little bit more. Like I'll start it off kind of chunky because it moves into the thing, so we don't have a lot of time to establish it. So I don't want to burr. All right, so I think this is fine. Yeah. All right. I'm okay with this for the most part. I'm gonna listen. Let's listen to the whole thing. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. There are some things I don't super duper love about it, but I think I'm okay with this. Yeah. I think it was okay for that other one because hmm. Should be short. I'm just kind of messing with stuff now. I think I kind of like this better. It's very romanticized, but it's also, I think, keeps a lot with the original spirit and kind of what the intended like chords are. So I don't think there was anything like funky, right? So let's listen to it. I'm particularly fond of the intro. I wish I could put the articulation in there. I'm still gonna say, so here's the thing, when you're slowing down, articulations get wonky. So short in the context of slow feels like long in the context of normal. So when you're going like da, 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 now when you're slow, it's gonna be like da, da, da. You see how it's kind of gotta lengthen out. So I don't really know if I want to put articulations there, but I'm going to do it, even though I don't know if I really want this. Because again, when you're slowing down, in the context of slowing down, short sometimes gets wonky. All articulations get wonky because you have to sustain that articulation for a little bit longer, so that way it sounds like that articulation. Because if you play short in the context of slow, it's just gonna leave way too much space. I'm thinking maybe I'll even just use tenuto. I'll let it be short, but like with a caveat that you have a little bit of awareness and you won't play that like bop 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 bop, because I don't want that. Okay, and that is done. So thank you for joining me for can I do my outro, please? Okay. Anyway. Oh, was this up the whole time? My bad. I don't know how to get rid of it. There we go. I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Thank you so much for joining me for this admittedly quite long stream. My back hurts. This chair sucks. And it was either sit in the chair or kind of like crouch over the desk. So yeah, at least, we kind of got it done. But we got it done. And you know what? I think it sounds pretty nice. MIDI doesn't really do anything justice. So there's that. And yeah, I will be I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow for some more music stuff. No stream on Thursday because Thanksgiving. Well, maybe we'll see how I feel. Because I do kind of stream early before the food is finished cooking, so there might not be a game stream on Thursday. I don't know. Anyway, I'll see you guys later today for the game stream. Don't worry, post about it, all that, etc., etc., etc. All right. So, bye.